Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
Welcome into the JLS. It is the Joe Lockett Show on the LIM Lock It In Media Network. I am Nephew. He is I, and I am him. Okay, and you are tuning in to the show. A very pretty Tuesday. I didn't expect it to look like that early this morning. Shout out to all my Southerners down here in Alabama. If you know anything about the metro area, everything was absolutely cloudy. So and it looked kind of like a horror movie. I'm not gonna lie, looked like we was in Bewitched or something. But hey, given what about like midday, it looked beautiful. Oh my goodness, this that winter skies that I like. It ain't that azure blue no more. It's that big bold blue right there. I love those. I love those weathers. So shout out to everybody down here. Hope your Tuesday going good. We have enough to talk about. I'm not gonna lie, news is pretty dull. Now we got some big stuff in news, but we got just news, if that makes sense. Okay, so finna shout out a few birthdays. Gotta go through with our designated 1-2 punch of Trump today. So we're gonna talk about that and things related to him. I'm sorry, that's our president. Now next up, gotta talk about what's going on with Selena Gomez. I know she is also getting talked about in this news wave. Got to get on some very desirable and delicious looking stuff that just debuted. Sports, maybe we get on sports. I don't quote me on that, but maybe we'll get on that. Now, with that being said, we do have Joe a part of the show. He'll be in for a short amount of time. He's gonna have to go. We might be expecting a guest. Don't know. I mean, we'll see where it goes. But I do want to intro in one of the topics for the show today. Might want to go ahead and tackle it, but yeah. I want to go ahead and intro this in because Miss Cheryl Underwood is the topic of conversation because of what she said on the Shay Shay
As
Club.
women, we so used
Used
to being a man and a woman. And
hold on now, Cheryl ready to get into it. But yeah, Cheryl Underwood, she was also trending about some comments that she made about men being the heads of their household, even if the woman makes more money. Look crazy, not gonna lie. A lot of folks think she crazy. I think it's crazy that she actually said it. I think it's actually crazy she went out and said it, but it also is Cheryl Underwood. And if you know anything about Cheryl Underwood, she don't kill. So yeah, we finna definitely talk about what's going on with that on that side of the world. So without further ado, I might as well go straight into it today.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it.
Alrighty. First things first, let's go ahead and tackle Miss Gomez because she's going to be the product of me segueing into multiple things in the topics for today. So the beautiful, meticulous, and inconspicuous, and all this other stuff. Miss Selena Gomez has been traveling in the news off of some comments that she made on one of her recent videos. Now, if you know anything about Miss Gomez, Miss Selena Gomez took to Instagram or to TikTok. One of the two. Could be wrong. TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter. But the Discord has definitely been on Twitter. But she took to social media and she posted a picture or a video of her crying, saying that she's sorry to all of the people that's getting deported and getting shipped back home from ICE. She posted a picture of her crying from that, and then she posted another picture also continuing to apologize for the things that's going on and everything that's happening on our side of the world right now. And she is getting a lot of backlash because of that video. A lot of folks is calling her various different things, saying that she needs to get deported herself. Because if you know anything about Miss Selena Gomez, I think you can kind of use her name to kind of understand. She is mixed. She's mixed with white and she's mixed with Hispanic.
Yeah. Okay.
So a lot of folks have been calling her to the party. One, Sam Parker, I think he's a senator. He also came out against Miss Selena Gomez in a very, very vicious way. I'm not gonna lie. He really weaponized this whole Discord. And in the midst of doing that, I'm gonna read only a few of his posts.
Okay.
Now he reposted another one of his posts that says Selena Gomez picks illegals over Americans because she is a third-generation descendant of Mexican illegals who received citizenship in 87 amnesty. I think that's how you say it. Amnesty. She has an entitlement attitude towards America, like her illegal parents. Maybe Selena should be deported too. And then he also reposted that saying deport Selena Gomez. Other folks have been dropping in the comment section to also say that she's an ugly bee and completely tirade her. Which I'm not gonna lie, he's been reposting that too. And I'm not gonna lie, he's been kind of doubling down, saying some wild stuff like this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, again, you're probably gonna keep hearing me say this because it's so weird that this is true. She is a citizen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She is a citizen, and her parents are citizens. I want to emphasize she is a citizen, and her parents are citizens. But because her great parents aren't, a lot of folks have been going back and forth, and she actually has been her parents have been suffering some of this too, because a lot of folks, if you know anything about internet trolls, sometimes they will like to dox you. So they kind of blowed up her spot from here or there. Now he has since not apologized. If anything, he's been doubling down the whole way through, saying that why does Americans like her or illegals like her think that they can say or do these certain type of things against the country, yada yada yada. This whole patriot spiel. Now, outside of describing this BS, I'm gonna say this is BS, but I think that's been pretty self-explanatory. Buddy, I have never seen a senator double down in the comment section like this, though.
But you can when you have a president that doubles down on whatever he says. You know, it's okay to do that now. But I will remind people, right? Anybody that when you say American citizens and you say these different things, right? Well, hell, honestly, nephew, you and me are not American citizens.
Yeah, we
according to what they're saying, right? Because you can go after my ancestors, my great grandparents, right? And you go back far enough, guess what they were? Not the hell here
at all.
And how did I get
pretty far away?
And let me this country was built on what?
Not citizens.
Yeah. No, seriously, this is the shit that baffles me, right? At the end of the day, when I listen to people and how you want to sit down and say these people are illegal immigrants, but you live under a country, a White House that was built by people that were
not from this country. You yourself, the folks that claim y'all making it great again, are not from this country. Not originally.
But again, the stuff that was that's here, right?
I honestly though, if we want to think about it, Mexicans probably got a better case than anybody.
Anybody.
Mexicans probably got a
White-
better case than anybody
White
saying this
Europeans
is my
brought
country.
Illegal people brought people here to this country to do the work. It is their fault that we have people from other countries in America, because there was no America until they made us build it and go out there and plant in the fields, right? So come on, man. Like I say, what she's doing is nothing wrong with her talking about her people, looking at it what it was. Because I tell you, if white folks or anybody seen people look like them being deported, right, back to Europe or whatever, you're gonna feel some kind of way.
Yeah, and
the entitlement that this country has because of its history. Now, let me say this: let's take all the black people, Asians, Indians, and Mexicans out of America. Who the fuck gonna do the work? No, seriously.
That's a good point.
No, seriously.
That's a good point.
Everybody talking all this bullshit, right? But you take every black person, every Indian, every Latino, everybody out of this fucking country. White people, who gonna do the work?
And where are the Indians finna go? What, down the street?
No,
Over to the
but
side?
what I'm saying is take all the ethnicities out of this country, because y'all want to say make America great again. Y'all want to be by yourself, right? Take us all away, right? Who gonna do the work?
Might just start up slavery again. You know?
No. You can't. You can't. No, We don't belong here. So again, you don't want us here, right? Because if you go back far enough in any of our lineage, right, you're gonna find that some part of our family was not American citizens. We were indoctrinated into the U.S. and became citizens, right? Because of y'all brought us here. But I don't see this administration or anybody else saying, damn, we sorry that we brought y'all here, and I'm not big on the reparation thing, but here's y'all reparation for what we did to you and your family. Oh, we're gonna overlook that part. We just want to get everybody out the country. We want to stop all the programs, we want to do all this other stuff and make America great again. How?
I have no
And everybody
freaking
going
idea.
after this young lady because of what she said and because she's crying.
That's what I'm a
Come
little
on,
bit. Yeah, that's
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
more upset about.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Y'all really are coining the phrase deport Selena Gomez.
And that's dangerous, because if you're saying deport an American citizen that's a true American, guess what, bro? At the end of the day, you and me ain't too far behind.
Oh, no. I already kind of put up. They experiment on us, period. I mean, yeah, I see what's going on with Hispanics and stuff like that. But like I said before, they probably got a better case than anybody next to the Indians to say this is where I came
Let
from.
me ask this question. Once we remove, just say you remove all the Latinos out of America,
Yeah.
who's going to do the blue collar work now? Now, who are they going to be looking to? Us. Right?
Yo, and
And
y'all
then-
don't
hold on.
y'all don't want to take away taco trucks. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, bro, at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? When you start to try to get everybody up out of here, right? And talking about make America great again, the white people are not going to work for the wages, or black people are not going to work for the wages that you got some of these Latinos working for.
Again,
And
I'm glad you said that, because black folks not gonna do that again. I think you guys need to really understand, black folks not gonna do that again. And you're dealing with a more crash out individual today that don't got no sense.
And here's the other part of it. Every rich person that got a Latino person working in their house,
Yo, that's a good point.
okay?
Y'all gotta be. Ooh.
No. Don't be trying to hide them, because you need to do your own work. You need to do your own garden work. You need to do your own, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
You pool, all that stuff. Because guarantee you, the people that you got working for you, you're underpaying them already.
Yo,
No, I want you to go out there and hire a white company and pay the price that everybody else is paying. Get rid of all your Latino work. Because no, don't get rid of the people that you see on TV. No, I want you to get rid of people in your house too.
Yeah, I don't think y'all really understand
They
just
don't,
how
bruh.
mix of a melting pot America is,
Bro,
and
it's
how
the same bullshit that they had when we was going back to what we were doing slavery days, right? They had the house ninjas and the outside ninjas. The house ninjas was good.
But-
You were good.
But when that stopped, the whole economic everything for the South had to go through a whole rebuild
Yes.
that it didn't survive until at least probably the 40s. Maybe.
because you had nobody in the field, and it's mighty funny how the cotton went away when we left the fields.
Wow.
Think about that. The cotton gin went away when we left the fields.
You cooking.
Huh?
You cooking.
I'm just being honest. The cotton gin went because remember, cotton was booming when you didn't have to pay nobody.
Hey, you know, it's wild. You don't see no cotton field till you head at least halfway towards Midwest.
Like I said, cotton was booming.
You don't even see them unless you head toward Midwest.
Pay nobody. But you got to think about what they're doing now in this country, and y'all can look at it how you want to. But if you have people that's not educated, people that's not in good health care, people that can't take care of themselves, right? Guess what? And I heard Donald Trump saying that we're going to give people choices where the government is going to help you out, but if you don't choose that,
we definitely gonna get there. We definitely gonna get there.
Lady J, how's it going, baby?
But on this point, I want to say, I apologize on America's behalf, Miss Selena Gomez. This is an unnecessary point.
She has a right to protest under the First Amendment.
That's the thing, though. She wasn't even protesting.
She just showing empathy.
And that's what's really disgusting about it.
Exactly.
She wasn't even protesting, dude.
Yeah.
She was showing empathy because of how it seems they're being treated and how on the other side it ain't always good. We seen what was going on with the Colombian dude when he beefing with America because he like y'all treating them like criminals.
Okay, but this is what I want, right? This is something. I'm gonna propose this. Once Donald Trump is finished, what he do another term or whatever, right? I want a black president to come in, okay? And I want them to go back and start changing the Constitution, and I want them to go after the people who made us slaves and start knocking on their doors because you were an American citizen.
Oh no, this whole country going to civil war again.
But think about what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying?
We going to civil war again.
Think about it. We gonna go. We found out that your lineage was somebody that brought people here illegally. You know what I'm saying?
Reparation.
You know what I'm saying? No, you brought people here. Your family line brought people here illegally. You don't belong in this country. We need to lock you up. That's what's happening. This is what I'm saying.
That is what's happening.
That's what's happening now.
And if we keeping it 100, that wouldn't be fair.
It would not be fair. And that's what I'm saying now. I understand the illegals, that people here that are criminals and stuff like that. But the way it's being painted, we as Americans, all of us, I don't care what's your political leaning, have to be very careful about who story that we're believing, and we're painting, allowing them to paint a picture that's not 100% true, right? When it comes to who they're deporting and things of that nature. It needs to be in a way where it's fair. If you're here and you're not supposed to be here, we have to say this, bro. The government allowed the people to come through, Republicans and Democrats. Democrats is not the only people who was allowing people to come into this country. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
so for one person to come in and say, damn what everybody has said for decades, right? And push the can down the road. Now we're going to stop this. And now we're going to take back everything that we gave to these people. That is unfair. Like I said before, and I think it needs to be. Stop it. Yes. What we have here, deal with it, right? Get people on the right page. If they can't get on the right page, figure that stuff out and get people up out of here. But the way you're doing it, and the way I see that it's being done at this point, it's an attack of doing so many things at one given time like that. It's like they're pouring a lot of stuff on you, bro. And there's so much stuff being done. Some of it's going to get through and some of it's not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff is not constitutional, right? And I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to say this real quickly. A lot of the stuff that Donald Trump is doing right now, Congress already made law. And he's doing it anyway. And that's something we better be aware of. Let's go.
True. Now, next up, this is probably the last one. Don't worry, you guys. Politic. But this one has to get talked about. This one is crazy. And to go to your point that you were saying earlier. The White House has placed a temporary pause on all federal grants and loans, which could impact the government spending and programs affecting Americans. Now, I do have a rundown of what this affects and what it doesn't, because a lot of folks was thinking, oh, my student loans or my Pell Grant. No, those will actually keep going. There is a list out of what this will affect. This will be affecting Medicaid, school and breakfast lunches, Section 8 rental assistance, Title I education grants, TANF, temporary assistance for needy families, state grants for child care, Head Start, special supplement nutrition program for women, infants, and children, Department of Housing, development of community development block grants program, and lastly EPA. This will be affecting all of those grants.
Could be. They don't know yet because they have
Could be. Excuse me. Could be affecting those.
They have not defined. Let's make sure we get it right because I don't want to scare people.
Could.
Those things you named could be affected. They have not came out and with an order saying exactly what they're going to do because it's sweeping. And what they did say from the White House press room today, that anything dealing with individuals would not be touched.
So to go back to loans and
anything
grants.
dealing with a person individually, right? Like your Social Security and things like that. Medicaid, that's not going to be touched.
Social Security
right?
won't.
But anything that's dealing with companies that's getting federal money, schools or entities that are getting federal money, they're putting a freeze on it. So if you had a program that was going through, you would get money from the federal government, yearly or monthly, right? That's been put on hold.
Now Matthew Venus, director of the White House Office Management and Budget, said federal agencies must temporarily pause all activities related to obligation or disbursement of all federal finance assistance. As a result, no new grants will be issued during this period. According to CNN, the freeze will not affect Social Security, like you said, Medicare benefits, or other assistance provided directly to individuals. Right. Now, there was some discourse on CNN about this said thing, one that was affecting the kids. I think everybody have an empathy heart for the kids, right?
But we got to stop. And this is what CNN gets on my nerve with the pandering bullshit, right? Because they want you to feel sorry for the kid. No, let's just keep it a buck, man. That what's happening in the United States of America right now is going to affect everybody with this federal thing. And we need to find out exactly, instead of scaring people, Trump needs to come out, the president of the United States need to come out, or his people need to come out and say exactly when you say freeze money, what are you freezing?
But that's the other part where I'm like, I'm with you because CNN and Fox.
Whoever asked me, do I vote? Yes, I voted.
CNN and Fox, they good for that. They go for that BS. So media all around the board do that crap. So I'm with you on that.
The thing is, right now, this is not a time to point out and say what Trump did.
That's where I was going to though.
Yeah.
The office has just stated that, but they have left it ambiguous with how to interpret that.
And that's what I'm saying.
So can you blame folks for using the nasty fear tactic when a lot of stuff is
because if you CNN, MSNBC or Fox or News One or whatever it may be out there, right? Don't go out putting out stuff that you don't know to be facts, right? You have to go say this is what he put out, an executive order to stop funding, to freeze funding. We don't know what it affects as of yet. We will keep you posted as it comes along. Right. Don't go putting out, well, it could do this, and this. We don't know. We have no idea. And that to me, that's just bullshit.
I mean, well, saying it could is still saying kind of the same thing.
But as a news organization and what we do here, right? You put out facts. You don't put out fear-mongering things. And this is what a lot of the news, both sides do, right? To get you to sway to their side. We have no idea what it's going to do. From the White House, they did say it's not going to affect people individually. That's concrete. So we can say that.
Yes.
What organizations, what companies, what entities is going to affect?
But that's left in the wind. And if we being honest, I mean, that was still, even if they didn't do that, I'm sure a lot of folks will still feel antsy just because of what wasn't else stated. Because half of the country still moves off of those government benefited things that is outsourced to companies. So it's like, oh, snap. So I'm with you. Both sides do that fear-mongering crap that get irritating.
Yeah.
The White House didn't help for the narrative either.
No, and this is Trump. This is his marketing strategy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he knows he got people around him now. He's had 4 years to think about what he didn't do or how he gonna get this done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you look at this man, he's a marketing genius. Whether you want to believe it or not, he's a marketing genius, right? May not be your president the way you want him to be, but he's in marketing. He's great. So what he's doing right now, bro, he knows that these are laws that have been put in place because once Congress released the spending bag for whatever, it's supposed to be the spending bag until it comes up again. That's law. Trump is going in and challenging what law looks like. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
so he's challenging it and stopping it. And if Congress don't do anything to stop what he is doing, basically what that says is, right, that the law does not matter when it comes to the president of the United States. And this is the first time this is happening. So now Congress has made this a law. Is Congress going to stand up and say, yeah, I hear what you're saying, yeah, but we're not doing that because we've already given the money?
I'm gonna go ahead and play this CNN clip, though.
It's just about what part of the money it comes out of. When you talk about school lunches, hey, I worked my way through high school. I don't know about you, but I worked since I was, before I was even 13 years old. I was picking berries in the field before we had child labor laws that precluded that. I was a paper boy. And when I was in high school, I worked my entire way through. You're telling me that kids who stay at home instead of going to work at Burger King, McDonald's during the summer, should stay at home and get their free lunch instead of going to work? I think we need to have a top-down review.
I think you're painting a lot of these kids with a broad brush. I would say that's not necessarily a fair assessment of all of the kids. So you would say all the kids in your district who use the free lunch, for example, or breakfast, they're all just sitting at home and not working. Okay, I just want to clarify because that seems like what you were trying to insinuate.
This gives us a chance. This gives us a chance, though, to see where is the money really being spent. Who can actually go and actually produce their own income? Who can actually go out there and do something that makes them have value and work skills for the future? I mean, how many people got their start in fast food restaurants when they were kids versus just giving a blanket?
Man, stop that dumb shit.
Because I'm like, what the?
Because again, what he's saying, his kids is not even working at McDonald's.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't pay for your kids. Stop it. I had somebody say he had no policies, genius out. Okay, let me tell you how it's genius, Mr. Swan, to you. Let me tell you exactly how that's genius, sir. He became the president of the United States with no policies. That's the genius of that. Okay. And he became the president twice with no policies. That's the genius of it.
I think he had like one or two BS ones his first go around, but you're right. He did become the president for a second term.
People was
without admitting that he didn't have none.
Had not one policy, nothing. But if you can go to the highest office in the land, right, with a blank sheet of paper, right, that's some genius type shit. Y'all don't get mad. I'm not a Trump fan.
I think though, to what's his name? Was it Mark?
Mr. Swan?
Mr. Swan?
Yeah.
I think to Mr. Swan's point though, it's kind of like it's kind of like complimenting a jerk for being a jerk. Like, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you though. If you're going about and you saying the broken clock thing, I'm with you all the way.
Exactly.
If you're doing that and you're going about it that type of way and you're looking about how that looks, it must be genius. But at the same time, for Swan's point, it could also be exploitatory. It could be also unfair to a way, and it seems like you're promoting the unfair shit. Okay, and I get that point too,
and I understand what he may say. I'm promoting it, but at the end of the day, we have to recognize, right, that a man. This is a country that said President Obama, former President Obama, was not qualified to be the president, and he was a one-time senator. The same country elected a man 2 times, right, that had not one political aspiration or nothing ever, was failed at business, right, and just happened to be a person that puts his name into the hat every single time. And we have voted this man to become the president of the United States, not 1 time.
With felonies.
With felonies. Now it's 2 times. So what does that say about this country? This man have to have been saying something to get people, right, and capture people. And that's called what? Marketing. I ain't say he was a genius president. I say he's a marketing genius because he knew how to appeal to the lowest common denominator of our feelings, of our society, of people, and say the same thing over and over and get them to believe him. That's marketing, right? And point out the bad side. And he got there and called people asshole, dummies, everything, right? He understood that works. He understood what no other president understood. Damn policies is emotional. I get the emotions of the people and I win. And that's exactly what he did. Be mad at it. That's what he did. Because guess what? He is now the president of the United States of America.
Now on Wild Buddy.
I agree with you, Mr. Swan, on that. America doesn't want a woman president, but Biden wasn't going to win either, though.
Now on this dude, what is his freaking name? I just see Congressman.
He was on Michigan.
MCCORMICK. Whatever your name is, big dog. You are wildin'.
They said the congressman from what state he from?
Yeah, I think you had it right, Michigan.
Yeah, it comes from Michigan,
yeah. Gee, buddy, you are bugging because I'm not letting my that was already crazy that you working at 13. But I mean, given however old he may have been,
I get what you're saying, but Swan, I think you know, people being mad is okay, but one thing we were uneducated and we chose to go with the rhetoric or believing or what you wanted, and we fight against ourselves in our society. Again, I don't take a political side, y'all. I want y'all to think I'm here for Trump or I'm here for Harris. I don't take a political side. I'm an independent at the point. I used to be a conservative, but at the end of the day, I did vote for Vice President Harris. But I voted for it.
But even to that point, I don't. It's no point being mad now because even for the ones that did vote for him, there was too many that didn't vote at all.
That part. Someone says, why does he have to make America suffer? Because this is the way business people look at it, right? And we put a businessman in charge. We have a guy who's a businessman. And the way they look at it is there's an acceptable loss. And the people who don't mean anything to him, which is people who don't have a lot, that's an acceptable loss to get what he wants, to where he wants the image of America to look like, right? Even though if it may not be true 100%, he wants this image to look great. Please, if y'all do y'all homework on Trump, everything he was grand, great, and big, right? Now he's in charge, the most powerful man in the world. He's going to make America look grand, great, and big under his reign, under what he's doing, and anything that he has to do to sell that to the American people and to the other countries globally, right? That's what he's going to do, and it's going to be an acceptable loss. If you do your homework, I'm not talking bad about our president, but if you look at him, he's always had an acceptable loss in any of his companies or anything he's ever done. But he's always ended up on top, right? For being Trump. For whatever reason it is, that's who he is. That's what he's done. And now he's taken the highest land in the office and did the exact same thing, the same playbook that he did in business, right? Say the same thing over and over and over again. People start to believe you, right? And if you can point out the other person's bad side, and even if you say something that may not be absolutely true, but what it touched the people hard and you said enough, they're going to believe that you want to do it. And that's what he did.
Well, look, let
me see. Sure, take too long. Good look at the votes. More whites voted for him than anyone else. More whites voted for him, but I think more blacks stayed at home than when they showed up for Biden. More blacks showed up for Biden.
That's the
you know what I'm saying. More blacks showed up for Biden than they did for Harris.
I'm not trying to get on this deep, but if the conversation's still going now,
yes, go.
This is where I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get mad at somebody rooting for their team that they showed you they root for.
Yeah, that part.
They've been rooting for that team.
Yeah.
What in the thousands upon years or whatever you want to count it for America being around, have they showed you they ain't gonna pick white if they white? Even for the some that don't, what in the history have showed you that white folks ain't gonna still probably pick white? I'm not mad at that. I'm more disappointed. Yeah, you know your enemy at that point. Why am I mad at and I'm not saying that all white folks is enemies, but I'm saying you recognize the opposition at that point. You know what it is. That's like two football teams going against each other. You know you're an Eagles fan and you don't like Cowboys. You're not gonna look at a 49er fan for rooting for the Eagles. That's the biggest problem. The folks that don't pick a side and left it to be, because you also infected the outcome. Regardless of you not picking nothing. That's what somebody had to, and we gonna shout out to him, J. Cole, because this is his birthday. But that's what somebody had to educate J. Cole on, because he was infamous on, man, I don't vote on yada yada yada, especially when Obama was getting out. It's like It took a civil rights person. Yo, big dog, I ain't do all of this so you ain't choose shit. Cause that's invertedly choosing the other side.
And if you have a platform like a J. Cole or a Drake or a Kendrick,
Now he came out and said that was
but
BS.
I'm saying, but still,
I do that from a dude Cole.
I'm just saying, people out there that has a huge platform, bro. If you don't vote, shut up. Okay, it's your choice whether you go do it or not. But don't go out there vocally, right, and put that out there, and then because your fans will follow possibly what you do. You affect the outcome also.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a very dangerous and, to me, irresponsible thing to do, especially if you don't know what the hell nothing about politics and you're a rapper and you just do rap.
Around my age bracket in 2017, that was what it was. And it was a lot of other kids because I was at a predominantly white school. Shout out Hoover. I was at a predominantly white school.
Yeah.
They was very vocal about how they felt about Trump, even at my age.
And here's the thing about it, man. This is what people, I guess this is what disappoints me in America. People who rock with Trump was never afraid to wear the hat
around you,
say it, put the shirt on,
in front of you
proudly, right? And they didn't care what you said. And most people were afraid to say something or didn't want to say anything. But if you wore a Black Lives Matter shirt or if you had on a Harris shirt, right, you felt some kind of way about wearing it. The thing about people who believe in Trump, bro, they are true fans. They are true followers. They rock with this guy. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what it is, they're going to rock with him. There has been nobody in the Democratic Party, in the last, 8 to 12 years, besides Obama, that had a true following. And that's what has happened to the Democratic Party. And I do believe the Democratic Party went too far. And I hate the word, but to the woke part of the conscious of the communities. I think they went too far.
I hate that whole rhetoric too.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like the word of it, but instead of focusing on making people's lives better, they started to play on people's emotions. Okay, they started to play on people's emotions about the people that felt left out. If you would have just took care of the American people, the people that were left out would have been fine.
But I mean, they go back to your politics. I mean, ain't no side really working for this. They working for their own benefit. So if us as a nation already know that, and that's like the underlying shit to say about any politics, especially when you're giving a response to who you don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't nobody really work for the people. All right. So if that's understood, I mean, why is it not more placement on what the people? Oh, because you only want to go for what's good for you too. And it ain't really about the people. It's just laying us the selfish.
Right now, where we are, bro, we have no idea where this roller coaster ride in America is going to take us. It's going to benefit some in some type of way. It may benefit us in some type of way, and it's going to hurt us in some type of way. What I would tell people right now, honestly, hold on tight. Make sure that you're saving and managing your money right now. Think about the company that you're working for. And if it's a federal company that get federal money, you may want to start thinking about trying to find somewhere else to do your business for your 401ks and your Social Security and stuff like that. Start to making sure that you have diverse portfolios in what you're doing, because right now, the way this thing sets, y'all, and this is nothing against Trump or anybody else, you got to take care of yourself. Because when Trump leaves office, whenever he leaves office, he and the people that's with his 1% or 2% of people, they're going to be more richer than ever, regardless of what happens to us. So we as American people need to make sure that we have home, we got great money management, that we making sure our kids have education, they're being taught the right history from home, not from school, not from the internet. We need to make sure that our kids' financial things and their credit is being built by us and not by companies. Don't leave your kids out there for chance, and make sure your kids understand that when they get ready to go into the workforce, what to look for now. Because once we get past this can happen again, or whatever he does, going to have a discourse in America for a long period of time. If we as Americans, whether you're black, white, brown, or whatever, it's going to have an effect on our country for decades and years to come. So we have to be prepared right now, because we're in a state of mind right now. Things are happening. It's happening. So you need to, instead of us arguing and saying, Joe, you're an asshole, you this and that, that's fine. I'm telling y'all, I'm not picking a side. I'm picking America. We need to band together and figure out what's going to be best for us. And the only way you're going to be able to really, nephew, work against this is going to be in the next 2 years, right? and this is going to be who you're going to vote into Congress. And if things is not going your way, you're going to have to send somebody to Congress that's going to change the balance of the Senate and the House of Representatives. You're going to have to do that. That is the only way you're going to be able to slow this down. But he got 2 years with free reign because he set everything up. He got 4 years to think about it, right? So if you're not happy with what's going on, get the hell off the internet. Stop trying to go against what the hell I'm saying and trying to call me a racist or whatever you want to call me, right? And handle your business, right? Stop complaining about stuff and do your part on being a parent, on being a friend, being a mom, and being a dad. That is my advice to everybody. I don't care what y'all say about me. I love this country. I'm a veteran. I fought for this country. I do what's best for the country. I don't give a damn about Trump or Harris or Biden or Obama. I care about y'all, right? At the end of the day, that's what I fought for. So hopefully, if y'all are watching this show, right, know that this is not taking a side. I'm just pointing out what's out there, giving my opinion, and nephew and I will give our opinion what this is, and we keep it moving. And nephew look at me like, you said move on, so I'm moving.
Thank you. God dog, man.
Well, you know, man, you know.
I know that it hit your heartstrings, and that's the muscle that's the strongest. But God dog, bro, we get it. I don't want to talk about politics before you leave. Shit.
But I do need to put this out here for the show. We are making some changes on the show, y'all. Nephew and I, we love what everybody's doing. We're not going away, but we're not pulling funding.
Because you sure said it like we finna stop. Yo, bro, we tired of doing Fridays. All right.
No, we're not tired of doing it. What we're going to do, y'all, our show is viewed live on all platforms 5 days a week on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and things like that. What we're going to do is we're going to do this show live 4 days a week on all streaming platforms. On Friday, we're going to dedicate this show to TikTok only.
TikTok only.
And we're going to open up the panels because when we sat down and thought about it, to do the panels, it would not work on the other streaming platforms.
No, it won't. And we want to make sure that we optimize content. So in those events, especially if we in studio, it will be recorded, but we will be opening up our Patreon so that you can also watch that from there. And that will be for the ones that really want to lock it in with your boys. Okay. You get to see the TikTok content. And I promise you, it's going to be lit.
So if you're on our other platforms, if you want to watch the show on Fridays, you're going to only be able to get it on TikTok. So make sure you go out there and follow us on TikTok. And we're going to do open panel discussions that way, because when we thought about trying to do it the other way, it really just wouldn't work visually. Because the way panels work is you put up a picture or a topic, you and I host, and then people come in and start chiming in on it. That works on TikTok, but you have to, what we realize is to make this thing work, we have to cater to what TikTok has as a format, and their format is a little bit different. So follow us out there on TikTok. We're going to start that this Friday, but all our other shows, the Coffee and Conversation with Joe, which will be tomorrow. We have Comedian Joe as one of our guests. All those other platforms will be streaming live on all platforms. But on Fridays, TikTok will be the only platform that we stream from.
Okay. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to one of the three big threes. Okay. This generation's GOAT. All right, shout out to J. Cole. Also, shout out to Rick Ross. It's his birthday too. It's Rick Ross' birthday too. What was that?
Rick Ross.
No, that's not Rick Ross. J. Cole turns 40 today. Rick Ross turns 49. So shout out to both of those two. Got a favorite Rick Ross moment outside of because he ain't even doing it right.
Okay, do it.
That's not.
He got a growl too when I hear it.
Nah, he don't got no growl.
Somebody said Aquawoman had a birthday. Let's give Aquawoman. Aquawoman, where you been, baby?
Aquawoman?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Aquawoman.
Oh, she in?
Yeah, I ain't seen her in a minute.
She got a man.
She got to have a man. She got to have a man, because you know what I mean.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm used to it at this point. Yeah, I'm used to it at this point. You get a man, then you don't want to cheat.
Mr. Swan said we're not supporting Rick Ross this year. Man, he got paid, man. Come on, he got to pay for that mansion somehow. Oh.
Well, shout out to the two. My favorite Rick Ross moment, I say my favorite album from him would be Teflon Don.
Yeah, I don't know those rappers.
I know. You ain't got to, bro. This is me. But yeah, Teflon Don be mine from him. J. Cole, all of his bodies of work. Off season, probably one of the recent ones, but J. Cole is just him. I'm sorry.
He says you've been consumed with life. We understand.
Stop it. That sound like you got a man.
You got a man.
Yeah, that sound like you got a man. No, just tell me you got a man without saying it.
Okay, J. Cole favorite moment for me was I got one J. Cole favorite moment.
Oh Lord, I know it's not. You got to be some bullshit.
It for you it's gonna be some bullshit, but for me, I think it was a favorite moment.
Go
when he
for it.
walked away from the rap battle. That was my favorite moment.
Man, hey bro, stop, man.
That was my favorite.
God, dog.
That was my favorite J. Cole moment. That was one of the smartest things he ever did.
Happy real birthday to you, bro, from a real fan. I got you. I ain't finna. Bro, we said the favorite moment, not his lows.
That was my favorite moment. You asked me my favorite moment of J. Cole.
Yeah. Oh,
So
bro,
favorite
you'll
moment.
just do some BS to get me pissed off.
I ain't get you pissed off at this. What it is.
Yeah. Oh man, we
I
supposed to.
said no man. She promised. We was hoping you had a man for real now.
I mean, I guess. I know
That was-
ain't gonna make me believe you, but I got you. DL Hughley, he had to get his chime in on one Snoop Dogg. Since we're talking about rappers, might as well talk about
Hey,
Snoop
Mr.
Dogg. DL Hughley chimes in on how he felt about the
Thanks for the follow.
response Snoop Dogg had up in one of his recent videos. So let me go ahead and lay it.
Donnell Jones, you know what's up. So, of course, Snoop has responded to the backlash he received for performing for a Trump event. One of the things he pointed out was that we always stick together. We're good at tearing each other apart, which is pretty constant. It's pretty consistent when somebody gets into trouble. It takes backlash from the community. It's always a communal thing. It isn't any action they took. It is the fact that we can't stay together, that we can't stick together, that it's us always attacking us. But that flies in the face of the reality of what's happening right now. It is not us who are tearing down affirmative action. It is not us who is tearing down DEI. It is not us who are tearing families apart. It is not us who have decided that affirmative action and rollbacks that have been that had precedent for 50, 60 years are gone. It is not us that is doing that. It is the man you decided to perform for. It is not us who ridiculed you. It was Elon Musk who showed your clip from 2017 and another from 2025 and said the vibe shift is real. It wasn't us that did that.
Now we ain't gonna repeat everything, but I did want to see that from one DL Hughley. I mean, again, I get it, but beating a dead horse at this point. But I do want to say this. I do want to say this. This got to be one of the craziest collabs I've seen in a freaking decade, and I at least been here about 2.5. Dude, Don Julio. Now I saw the rumblings of Don Julio and Popeye making a team up. But the fact that this shit is real, I had to do something ignorant. I ain't finna be just serious up here all day. Dude, Don Julio and Popeyes have dropped a new chicken wing and chicken sandwich. Can you believe it is Reposado flavored Louisiana garlic wings? Oh my God. If this ain't the fattest, most drunk, blackest thing I ever. This is Louisiana shit. This is some Louisiana shit. I gotta play this. I got like 3 drops. I gotta play this though.
Big back.
I'm finna eat this.
Big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up.
Oh my God, bruh. I got like 5 different. I gotta do. I got to, bro. This is crazy.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tear this shit up. Bro, Don Julio and Popeyes made Reposado flavored garlic wings, Louisiana style, and they said special dish sauce included.
You stupid. You are stupid. Something is wrong with you, man.
Special dish sauce. They gonna give you extra sauce. They said, don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. We know you Resposado, right? You know you want to get lit. Got to be at least 21 to get this chicken. All right, at least 21 to get this chicken. I'm with you.
Big bag, big bag.
I'm with you, bro.
Big bag, big bag.
I'm activated.
Yeah, my bag is
I want
loaded
this.
up with snacks and
I want it now.
foods.
This is a championship edition. Do you know how crazy this is? They going to Louisiana. You got Philly and you got Kansas going to Louisiana. You know they finna get some Popeyes. And then Don Julio on the side. You know it's gonna be us there. I don't need, bro. They already fought over the chicken.
Nobody in the world and did this news. You the only.
I'm sorry, somebody had to. I trendset it. Okay, I'll be that guy. But dude, you already know how they got in a fight over the Popeyes chicken sandwich before. Now you put Resposado, Don Julio on this shit. Oh my god!
You stupid.
Oh my
stupid.
God! I want it now. I want it now.
Something's wrong with him. Something's wrong with him, y'all. Y'all tell me. Y'all think that wrong with him? Something's wrong with him.
I want it now, bro.
You got issues, bro.
My mouth was dry. I got so much flavor in my mouth now. I want it now. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Please let me know how y'all feel about it. I know you got to check the figure. This is for the other big bag folks, okay?
Like
big
you?
bags.
Like you?
I got the big bag right now. Think it's a game. you see mine.
Well, you stupid.
It's absolutely activated, boy. Shoot. I want it now. But hey man, we gonna see how this go.
You ignorant, bro. You
I hate to do this because it's gonna seem like I'm joking on her, but shit.
You're not gonna do that story. You should do that. Really, bro?
Blanding tells us she was just
To end us out for the day. I got to do this story because
I can't even.
this was crazy. Now, if you on foolishness like I am, I ain't finna serious us out for the end. All right, but if you on foolishness like I am, you already heard the rumblings, and you kind of already know who rapper Dank is. Dank Demorse or Demoss. My bad, I probably said the name wrong, but she is, for folks that don't know, she's a TikTok rapper that sued Lyft for not driving her to her destination. Said it was a weight requirement or a weight limit thing. Now she is shooting for discrimination. Excuse me. Did it again. And then done Julio chicken, boy. But yeah, she is suing for discrimination against Lyft after she was allegedly refused due to her size. Now Lyft has not, I think they said something recently to combat it. Oh, okay, there we go. Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in community where everyone is treated with equal respect and mutual kindness. Our community guidelines and terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination. Now, I have no, my friend has done Lyft, but in paying for it, even when you pay for it, you sign off on it. Which I don't think this suit is really going to go well. I'm sorry. As messed up as it was, because that video of her was traveling, but this is null and void.
Because of her weight,
the guy did not drop her off to her destination.
He said she was
too big for the car, and he went on.
He needed she needed to get an XL.
Now I'm not sure. I know Uber does it, so I'm not sure with Lyft, but Uber has it to where you can require a certain type of car to pick you up. But I'm not sure if Lyft does that same thing. But yeah. She is claiming that this falls under those characteristics out there in Michigan.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm sorry, this will more than likely get canceled or get stopped. Or I doubt it's gonna really proceed, but you never know. This is blowing up and gaining traction, so we will keep this up to date. See how this goes.
Let me ask you this question before we move on, because I gotta go to get out of here.
Mo.
Do you think the Lyft driver was correct for not giving her a ride? Would you have given her a ride if you were doing Lyft?
Probably not.
Damn.
I mean, I'm serious. I took all the funny shit out of it because I want to joke, but probably not. The car that I have, I could probably do it. The car that he had, if I'm the dude driving his car, no, you finna fuck up all my ride, front or back. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it 100. If you see old girl, she at least about 4. And you adding that to what already probably is in the car, I'm scraping. I done seen folks get in the car with 4 folks and they ain't even fat, but it's one of those old models and they scraping the bottom because the hydraulics they gave out. Big, my girl. No, you probably not winning this, especially if it's my car. I'm driving off too. Hell no.
Wow.
But I mean, that's just me being truthful. A lot of folks ain't gonna be truthful. I know it's effed up. I get it's effed up. I ain't even gonna shy away from it.
I would have gave her money and called another person and gave her a little extra for it.
Now that is what I'm interested in. Did she at least get a refund? Because if she didn't even get a refund for that,
I'm sure she had to. I'm sure they gave her a refund back.
But if she didn't, she might got a case.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they got a refund back.
You never know. You never know now. But if she didn't get one, she might got a case.
All right, guys, let's top it out. I got to get ready to get about this. If you guys were following the show, make sure you guys go to our other channels on YouTube and Facebook and follow us there. But I'm gonna go ahead and set the stage, nephew. Cheryl Underwood. Do we have that clip?
Yes, sir.
Cheryl Underwood was on Shannon Sharpe recently. If you guys know Cheryl Underwood, she's a female comedian. And make sure you guys tune into the Coffee Conversation with Joe tomorrow. We have comedian Joy going to be on my podcast tomorrow at Filter Coffee Parlor. But with that being said, she had something to say, and I want you guys to hang out with nephew. Go to our other channels because, like I said, I have to get ready to get her. I have a meeting I got to get to. Do you agree with what she had to say or what she have to say about the head of the household? Ladies, it's really going to be on y'all. She's basically saying that even though she makes the money, the man is the head of the household and she fits in under him. Play the clip.
Okie dokie. Oh, gotta reload. There we go.
As women, we so used to being the man and the woman in our relationship that we don't
know how to fall back and just be the woman.
There you go. And I know how to make a sandwich. You want cheese on your sandwich? What you need? What you need? I know what to do. I want to pick up the dry cleaning. I want to do what I saw my mama who raised me and who was married to my father. I want to do what they do. I want to be the wife. While I go out and slay a dragon, we back to back on slaying these dragons. That's what I want.
Are you okay being the breadwinner in a relationship?
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you or he got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. He is the head of the household. He is the breadwinner. I will chip in as he see fit because he's the head. Now, this is the way I was raised. A lot of women not going to agree with me.
No, they ain't going to agree with that, Cheryl.
I'm cool if you don't. But
they're about to tear you up, Cheryl. Let me say.
Well, tear me up because here's the thing. Even if I make more money, it doesn't make me the breadwinner.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make me the breadwinner. Mm-hmm. It makes me the baby. What you say you want to do what? Or what you want for Christmas? You want a pony? Okay, nigga. I got you.
Cheryl, you know, like
what?
The breadwinner, you know, normally that person has the larger voice in the relationship.
He's a man. He's going to have. This is what.
But what if you got the money? You making the money?
No, this is what I believe.
Okay.
I believe I am advice and concurrence.
Okay.
He is the head of the household. Now, this is how I believe. Okay. The word did not originate with me. He is the head of household. People need to start reading Ephesians. That's what I believe. I may be strong-willed. I may make money, but I'm not the head of the household. But what I watch, my mama who raised me and my daddy, I watched them talk on Saturday morning, and my brother Chris will tell you this. I watched them talk on Saturday morning, and they settle the differences and come out unified. I am not the head of the house. I may be an influencer, especially if this man has children.
All righty. I see a lot of folks already disagreeing with him. I see a lot of folks agreeing and disagreeing. So
All right,
you got a mixed pot over there. I
Anyway,
ain't lying.
hey, I got to get ready to get up here, y'all. I'm sorry today, but I have a meeting I got to go to. So if you guys want to continue to watch this show, make sure you guys go over to YouTube at Joe Like a Show, or go to Facebook. That's where you see.
No. LIM Network.
LIM Network. That's where Nephew is right now, the LIM Network. So you guys can go over there, and he's going to continue the conversation here. TikTok. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I do apologize. Thanks for everybody for chiming in today, but I have to go. I love you guys.
All righty. Like I said, I see a lot of people disagreeing with her. A lot of folks saying that this little BS. Some folks ain't being real. Even in the comments themselves, the discourse is a little mixed. No, it's gonna be trash. And one sec, just getting stuff together. But I see in the comments where a lot of folks is not receiving this well. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm neither against or for what she said, because it kind of it probably needs to fit towards who you are. But I want to explore both sides because I'm messy like that. So one sec. Let me find this. Dog, dude. All right. Here we go. But yeah, so I and I just got what's name pulled up over here, trying to produce all three angles here. But yeah, I'm not against what she said. She didn't say nothing crazy to me, but for the folks that do look at what she said a little while, I'm not so upset that you do look at it like that. That's and kind of her mindset right there is what you call more of, or if you for it, you'll probably say she got an old soul or old school type of mindset. You'll probably call her old head. Maybe you'll call her pick me if you really don't like her, or you might say it's a Neanderthal mindset. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. For the side that do not agree with what she said as far as being a breadwinner, society has mostly taught folks, especially regardless of you being male or female, but society have definitely taught folks, if you are the breadwinner, you got a lot to say. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm being honest for myself, I'm not trying to not be the breadwinner. I mean, it's not too tough. You're gonna find me in too many situations where I'm not. Now, again, if you're not for it, I can see where you're coming from. And honestly, I break it down. We can break it down all together.
What you need? I know what to do. I want to pick up the dry cleaning. I want to do what I saw my mama who raised me and who was married to my father. I want to do what they're doing. I want to be the wife.
Now, a lot of folks will say her doing what her mama was doing and what she seen her mom and daddy do. They'll more than likely say that right there don't work today. How in the blue hell am I going to do what I saw them do when they don't have to deal with what I have to deal with back in the times that they did it? I get that point. But if you're going based off of if you're going off of her point of view, she see that as the responsibility, not too much of a role. She sees that as that's the responsibility the wife brings to her husband, or the woman brings to the man. Not this is roles that's given. I think if you read it like it's roles that's given, then more than likely you're gonna be like, no, because these can switch. Big dog, I got the chicks. The last thing I'm finna do is have you tell me what I'm finna do with my money or what we finna do with the money I'm using. Like usually the breadwinner has the say so, and that goes to Shannon
While I go
point.
out and slay a dragon, we back to back on slaying these dragons. That's what I want. The breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
A lot of women is not finna not see themselves as the breadwinner, even though they got the bread. Shoot, even today, a lot of women ain't finna entertain you if you ain't got the bread. Not gonna be able to do that. Nah, I'm with you. Shout out to Bridget on YouTube. All right, YouTube, lighten up, YouTube. Yeah. But yeah. A lot of women is not gonna do that. Not at all. Not at all. Shoot, for folks like Joe around their age bracket, maybe you see more of it because, like I said, that's more of an old school mindset. Something I always tell Joe, get out of yourself, because most people today is not subscribing to the old school mindset, and that's around the board. I hate it when he be like, oh, no. If you around my age, they don't be doing that. Big dog, around your age, they subscribe to the same thing us young folks do. And us young folks want the money. And if I got the money, I'm going to do what I want with the money. That's why half of y'all want companionship. If we just keeping it 100, I heard it out y'all mouths. This ain't even me saying it. That's why most older folks want companionship. And why more folks around my age bracket leans towards having money, because that damn near dictates how your relationship is going to go. You're the driver at that point. So for her to say, even though I got the keys to the whip, I want you to drive it a lot. No, bro. I don't know too many women, regardless of age, that's going to sign on for that. In which what we saw before the live went out. Shout out TikTok. Before that's what we saw on the live. It was folks like, hell, what? I got the bread, but I'm finna. You got the boatload of the decisions. That's also why I don't fully subscribe to what she said, though. Now, do I understand it? Yeah, I do. I hadn't talked to enough old folks to get the point driven to my head now. Yo, that's old school mindset. This is how we did it back in the day. These are the responsibilities of the man. These are the responsibilities of the female. This is how it should go down. If you want to stay together like 50 freaking years, then this is how you got to do it, because yada, 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 yada. But today, first off, she's already rare. If I found her even at around my age, she's already rare. She's like a 0.5% at this point. She is already rare, so I'll leave that alone. Normal day-to-day, if you're dating or you're entertaining dating, I doubt too many folks is going to see or come face to face with a woman that has everything together, her own, is on a good path, trajectory on finance or in life, got everything together, and will still sign off for someone that makes less, if not nowhere near what she makes, and allow that dude to have a say-so in their relationship. Like I said, I think she is 0.5%. Maybe 1%, but I don't even give her the full 1%, because I have never heard this said like this ever. like this outside of her saying this, I have never seen a clip where somebody subscribed to that. The closest I've seen to women subscribing to that, regardless of freaking age, would be a woman that said, hey, I got my stuff together. I want a dude to match or exceed what I got going on. That's the closest I've ever heard to a woman saying that. I have not heard a woman say, I will make the boatload and have you choose the direction the money going. Shout out to Miss Sharon. All right. Oh, no, that's Shar. Shout out, Shar. Yeah. You two lit up. All right. I'm around Joe's age, but no. And maybe y'all can test it as more. I'm not 50. I'm not even finna act like I'm 50. I am 25. No, shit. He keep putting 25 on me, and now I got it in. 26. Yeah, dog. At least give me my 1 year. I am 26. I'm not going to act like I'm 50. So I do not know if that is said in y'all chat rooms or in y'all discourse or in y'all conversations or in your one-on-ones. I don't know if that's said, but I do know what 50-year-olds be telling me. Old man across the couch being one. I do know what 50-year-olds been telling us. I'm looking for companionship. I do know what 50-year-olds been telling us. I'm not trying to put into a project. I do know what 50-year-olds been saying out loud full brunt. They don't subscribe to somebody not matching that same energy financially. So for the few that do look at Miss Cheryl Underwood and say, ninja, please. and you can apply what you want. You know what the ninja mean. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of folks, regardless of age, looking at Miss Cheryl Underwood saying, ninja, please. Do you know how hard it was for me to make the money? For me to just give it up to him and he ain't even matching it? How am I to feel with that? Because I'm going to want somebody to match energy with me too, if I'm being honest. No girl I'm finna be entertaining around this time period. And I promise you, I'm in these streets. I promise you, I'm in these streets. But no girl I'm going to be entertaining am I not going to want to match energy with me. I don't fully subscribe to too many old ways anyway. Now, do I subscribe to how you're supposed to handle women, how you court them? Do I subscribe to certain things you shouldn't be letting your woman do, placement that you should have your woman at? All day. If that's probably as old as I'm finna get. I feel that it's a responsibility thing around the whole board, and that depending on those responsibilities and how those get done kind of helps towards your relationship. It don't fix and it don't guide it, but it helps towards it. And you can read it in between or disagree if you want. But I do know the mindset that she got going on, a lot of folks is not going to, hell no. But I'm letting it go.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you or he got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. He is the head of the household. He is the breadwinner. I will chip in as he see fit because he's the head. Now, this is the way I was raised. A lot of women not going to agree with me.
No, they ain't going to agree with that.
She already know.
Don't.
They're about to tear you up, Cheryl. Let me say.
Well, tear me up because here's the thing. Even if I make more money, it doesn't make me the breadwinner.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make me the breadwinner. Mm-hmm. It makes me the baby. What you say you want to do what? Or what you want for Christmas? You want a pony? Okay, nigga. I got you.
Cheryl, you know, like
what?
The breadwinner, you know, that person has the larger voice in the relationship.
He's a man. He's going to have, this is what
but what if you got the money, you making the money?
No.
Now, that part. A lot of folks is not going to agree with that part right there. Well, he's the man. He's gonna. Ooh. Yeah, I know some females in like that shit. I know for a fact. As soon as she said, "Oh, it's the man," what? Excuse me? Okay, I can't even do it. I need that pop. Oh my god, I need that Popeyes in that Don Julio. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's gonna be fire. But yeah. No. They really didn't like that. Now I'm reading into the comment sections on the video. like I said, it is pretty split. Now, the old faithful, old school folks, they down on that. They down on that. They putting in the biblical text and everything. I get you. I think it's cheating when you got to use the Bible on me or against me, because if it makes sense, then I can't combat it. That's text. I'm very I separate from my ignorant and my faith. Okay, my faith is very solid. My ignorant is ignorant, but you got those types coming in. This is what I will say to raise that. If you're going to use this in Bible terms, there's a lot of shit that's being practiced that you can easily say in Bible terms. There's a lot of stuff that's not in practice that you can easily say in Bible terms. I think your relationship should be concrete on something and specific to you. What she is talking about cannot be specific to everybody. I hinted towards that earlier, which is why I'm not for or against what she said. And this is what I mean for this. I explored everybody's point. The ones that don't like what she said and the ones that's for it. I'm going to give you a little bit of what Cliff wants or what Cliff think. This is only specific to her. And if you felt a way about what she said, you know it's some shit you don't do. What she was talking about raised conviction. Maybe a lot of folks ain't used to that because conviction is usually followed by accountability. And let's be 100, don't nobody really want to be accountable today. But I'm with you. You shit. I lie. You think I want to be accountable? But no. I'm with you. Usually conviction comes with accountability because you can't escape it. It's already breeding out of you, so it must be accounted for. What she's talking about is itching folks the wrong way because you either know how you did somebody or how you like to do people. It ain't no middle ground with that. You either did somebody like shit or you held that part around because that was the power play. And I'm speaking to dudes. I know, surprised you, right? That was crazy. Crazy with the transition. I'm speaking to dudes on that.
Bruh.
I know. I get it. But I'm really speaking to dudes on that. There is a lot of dudes, even some that I'm cool with. Again, conviction usually is followed by accountability. There are dudes I'm cool with. And I know you like being in the power position. That comes with the boatload of decisions. That comes with non-negotiables. That comes with, okay, you said how you feel, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. That comes with that. That's been going on. That's why half of the women say it's patriarchy. For dudes that subscribe to that or that do that. Nowadays, the roles have been switched, and a lot of females have got a taste of that. So, on the other end, that's for those females that know they like doing it. Like I said, if you felt the way about what she said, instead of feeling like, oh, this just applies to you, then it's because whatever she said, you know you do. Again, conviction is usually followed by accountability. If I know I'm getting off something nasty and it gets Front Street, the first thing I do is deflect. You can't know I'm the one being nasty. What? No. It's your fault you saw it nasty. It's your fault that it even got interpreted like that. Why? Because accountability came right behind that. And I couldn't escape it. Only thing I could do is hide from it. A lot of the discourse against Cheryl Underwood is usually from folks hiding from the accountability. You know how you treat folks in a relationship. Now, am I gonna be Mr. Hypocrite on air? No, I'm not. Because I do remember very vividly when Joe asked me, nephew, are you gonna date a girl that make more money than you? And I flat out said no. Hell no. I flat out said hell no. And I promise you, that ain't changed. But I get why you would look at me saying that a different type of way. You would look at that like, God, dog, nephew, that's messed up. God, dog, nephew, what if she like you? If she make more money than you ain't even finna date her? What if she growing a love for you? She could be the one for you. No, no, I'm not in that place right now. I can't afford that. Around the board, again, you go back to me and Unc be talking to. We talk to you guys. We talk to people about these similar relationship stuff. It's too many women that say they ain't never been approached, but you ain't approached because you in a certain type of bracket that you know he don't meet. And if you found out he don't meet it, you wouldn't handle him like he's approachable for you. And it's too many dudes, I know, because I'm one of them, don't entertain everybody because I ain't got it. Why? So if you know that's the market and you know what you can play with, if you was the other side of the market, oh yeah, you're gonna look at this, man. Cheryl, shut up, bro. This some BS. You know you ain't getting down like that. You know a dude ain't finna, and you know you ain't finna just give up your money to a dude just so he can go out and buy this and buy that and do all of these other things and tell you what you gonna do. What? No way. You know, it don't even sound believable today because her mindset is so niche. It don't even sound believable today because her mindset is so rare. It don't sound believable because her mindset sound fantasy. This sound like a lie. Hell no, you ain't finna, man, stop it. Stop. Even Shannon didn't even
This
believe
is what
it.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe I am advice and concurrence.
Okay.
He is the head of the household. Now, this is how I believe. The word did not originate with me. He is the head of households. People need to start reading Ephesians. That's what I believe. I may be strong-willed, I may make money, but I'm not the head of the household. But what I watch, my mama who raised me and my daddy, I watched them talk on Saturday morning. And my brother Chris will tell you this. I watched them talk on Saturday morning and they settle the differences and come out unified. I am not the head of the house. I may be an influencer, especially if this man has children. Right? I want to make his life better and easier, but I'm not the head of the household. Even if I have access to more money. What happens if I don't have access to more money and we got to live off his money? Then we're going to be eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and fried bologna, because I love fried bologna sandwiches. And I like fried salami with the peppercorn, delicious. But if we got to live off of that, he is still the man and the head of the household.
Women don't think like that no more.
Well, I think like that. So, but that's what I believe in.
I ain't gonna lie, Shannon sounded like he was real disappointed on it. Women don't think like that no more. Yeah, to live out and everything. Women don't think like that no more, Sharon. Shout out.
And there are a lot of lonely people out there, but you know who's lonely the most? Men. Men who don't want to take the chance of getting to know a woman.
Women don't
and
think
saying,
like that no more, Sharon.
That's my girl. That's what I'm looking for. You know, so why not? And if you can take me without a wig and makeup, because I look like George Jefferson without. If you can take that, if you can take the fact that all I want to do is watch the news. I watch sports all day long. I watch news all day long. I watch old movies all day long. But I'm going to do what I need to do as a wife and a woman.
Now, a little bit on that point, because she said some of the most lonely people in the world are men. I agree, but how am I going to phrase this? So I don't want it to be ignored, but I also don't want the main focal point to be men are mostly lonely. I think the loneliness is spread across the board. I think it depends on how you're looking at it. Now, is it easy to say that there's a lot of lonely men today? Yeah, it is. But it's also easier to say that a lot of folks is choosing to be single. So is it so much that men ain't being able to find somebody and feeling lonely as it is that most of us are choosing to be dolo? Honestly, I probably raised her that today it's maybe seen a little bit different in that more women are mostly lonely. And this is what I mean by that. One of the things I said earlier in the show, a lot of successful women ain't successful in the dating market, which is crazy. I know, right? How are you successful in everything else, but you can't get a man? But no, that's the facts. It's a lot of women that ain't successful in the dating market and have voiced how unsuccessful they are. Now, I will say it do come par for the course of what you're choosing and what you choose to entertain and what you choose not to, and what you will tolerate and what you won't, and standards and all this other BS and preferences. Oh my God, all around the board. But that is the fact, though. There's a lot of women that's single. A lot of women, which I found out, which is really crazy. A lot of older women seemingly feel pressed for time to even date because they don't have the options or resources given like they did when they was younger. Apply that how you will. It's a lot of women that, hey man, I'm on the other side. You feel me? I ain't old and decrepit, but God, I ain't me in my 25s. I didn't hit the 50 parts. And now the pool seems to be tainted. And unless I entertain a younger person, which half of y'all won't, even though you will, not gonna lie. Half of y'all say you won't, but you will. Or I go around my age bracket and it seems like most of everybody is either already with someone or ain't fit to be with one, if that makes sense. So now you got that crop in. And then you got already standards that people apply for today in the dating market. I don't know. I think however you want to view it or however you want to write it up, it can look either way as far as who you think is lonely or not. I'll say this on this point, on the lonely point. I think if you don't go out to experiment or to test the market and you're just looking at everybody, you're doing your own self that disjustice. You're doing your own self wrong by not trying. So I do say if you want to be in a relationship, you want to find love, you got to put yourself out. Investment don't come with some type of sacrifice. Business 101. Investments don't come with any type of non-sacrifice. So if you're going to invest in being in a relationship, you got to know half of the time you're probably going to be shooting to fail. You're going to be getting the L's. You're not going to find who you want. It's how you respond off of that and how you take it. I do believe that. But hey, it could be good faith talking. A lot of folks could be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't never been married. Hell, you ain't got to be married to know how to have a relationship, though. And half of y'all get married and it failed. So, I mean, can you really say something back to me? I'm with you on that. Shout out Bridget. But yeah, bro, like I don't. If you want to be out there and you don't want to be lonely, again, investing in a relationship, you have to know where you're gonna fail. I don't like giving folks the false narratives or the fake type of positive stuff like, oh, if you get your preferences down and you get your standards in order and yada yada yada, you're gonna get who you need. You're gonna get who for you. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's a blank, bold-faced lie. This is why I say that. Because if that worked for them, it's not bound to work for you. That's one. And yes, it is important to get your standards and your preferences and things like that together. I also do feel it is important to know your realistic situation. Are there blue moons? Yes. Is there once in a lifetime or differences in every generation? Is there a genetic mix-up? Yes. Realistically, is that you? Realistically, is that you? Are you the once in a lifetime? But you know you ain't did nothing to become that. Like even LeBron, even though he was a once in a lifetime talent, still had to grind at the talent. Yeah, genetically. But there's a lot of folks that hit the genetic lottery and absolutely flunked out. Absolutely went in debt. So does it hang on that for real? Like to say, oh, you can have it all if you just do this or this or that, like it's some damn guideline. It's a lie. It's a lie. If you don't want to be lonely, yes, these are things that can help. They're not things that's going to fix it. First and foremost, you should make sure you straight. If you ain't happy, you just gonna breed a fake happy on everybody else. And now we gotta be convinced on how to make you happy with some shit you ain't even happy about. Like, that's exhausting. And it's no point to it. I wish I would be there to make you feel happy about something you ain't even choose to be happy for yourself. So now we just in a whole back and forth of, all right, did it work today? Oh, all right. Is she cool now? I don't want to guess with nobody. That's why I'm in the streets. You ain't got to guess with the streets. The streets is always going to be cold. Okay? You ain't got to guess with the streets. You know it's going to be the curb. You know it's going to be some yellow lines in the middle of the road if you in the city. And you know if you're going to head out to the interstate, it's going to be crowded. I ain't got to worry about that in the streets. It's completely different if I'm going towards my neighborhood and I'm parking in my freaking garage. Ah, man. I got a hole in the garage. Oh, man. The lift on my garage don't go up. My car too freaking big. My car ain't big enough. like that's what you got to deal with when it's more catered towards you. But if you invest on having a good place to store you or your car, metaphorically, that's what we're doing. But if you got a good place to store you that comes with making sure the standards and everything is straight, making sure that you have a good enough vehicle, making sure that you go into a good spot where it ain't gonna get stole or vandalized or bust into, making sure it's gonna be put up in an environment where it's gonna be still safe, just like it's almost damn near brand new. That come with investment. I can't show too much sympathy to somebody where you say, oh my gosh, I'm just all alone, and you ain't even tried to be out, or you did and you stopped. That's another thing with folks. You try and then you stop. No wonder you suck. You stopped. But we supposed to feel pity towards you because you said you can't find what you're looking for, but you still alive. You can still find what you're looking for, but how is that going to apply towards you? I think a lot of folks more than likely got what they're looking for and just don't like how it look. I can't lie towards it. Maybe that was me. Shoot, it can still be me. I done had some folks where it didn't work out, and I chose why it didn't work out. I'm still doing things in the market to invest. Now, not right now. Again, I'm in the streets. But I did stuff to invest. How are you investing? Or are you investing more into being lonely? Because you like the pity that come with it. Like, I can't, there's a point to show empathy, and there's a point to freely let the space of sorrow be there, because I do feel you have to fully feel that in order to get over that. But you don't wallow in it. You don't go forward like that. You stop. But that is all of the crap that I'm going to be saying about this. Again, shout out to Miss Cheryl Underwood. I think she was cooking. But the pot was on mid. You feel me? It wasn't on real high. She was cooking and letting it boil for a little minute. You feel me? You got to go ahead and put the food in there, let it simmer. Feel me? She wasn't going all the way in, but she wasn't not cooking either. So if you guys disagree, if you are with that, let me know up in the chat. I don't have any other topics for you outside of that, and neither do I know different type of languages to say bye. So this is what I'll do. Make sure that you do tune into the Coffee and Conversations tomorrow, because a ninja got a pack. Make sure you tune in to the Coffee and Conversations tomorrow. We're gonna have comedian Joy on. Wednesdays, y'all know what it is. It's gonna be more than likely me, Joe, and Miss Denise in. So it's always gonna be a lit day for us three in at the same time. Might have somebody drop in to tomorrow as well, so look out for that. Make sure that you are staying tuned on the things that's going to be happening on Friday. That'll be TikTok only show. I repeat, Fridays will start to be a TikTok only show. We're going to be reminding you that all week. So make sure, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you want to have discourse. Hey, even if you want to bring in different viewers that you want to view your own stuff on TikTok, make sure you do follow us on TikTok at the Joe Lockett Show. Soon we will have the LIM Network Show on TikTok. So because we gotta put LIM everywhere, big dog. But yeah, man. So make sure that you do stay tuned for all of that will be coming on in the future. Until then, adios, arrivederci, all of those other good words. I'm gonna just see y'all.